Hello everyone, my name is Moji. You're watching a Bitcoin Bubble News channel. About 20 pesos are worth $1 in 2018. I remember because we used to be crazy about it. By 2020, it must have been 40 or 50 to the dollar. And of course, the blue dollar rate today is 1,050. I could see that currencies would fall apart all over the world, and I could even see the US dollar dying or becoming weak. To be more specific, I believe that the SP 500 measure is a good indicator of how strong the dollar is. And it's 50% up, which means the dollar has lost between 35% and 40% of its value since you last looked at it. In the business world, Bitcoin is still getting a lot of attention. Experts have added to what we already know about how it will do on the market and how much it will be worth in the long run. Michael Saylor, CEO of MicroStrategy, has an interesting take on Bitcoin as a digital currency and on how safe it is in the long term. He talked about these ideas with podcaster Antonella Marti and how they all fit together to show how the Bitcoin market works and what its real value is. Its CEO, Michael Saylor, talks about how Bitcoin's price changes and what it does as a digital currency. Saylor talks about how Satoshi Nakamoto created Bitcoin as a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. Bitcoin has a limited number of 21 million coins, which are controlled by advanced semiconductor technology and are freely given to anyone. Saylor also talks about what makes Bitcoin special, like how strong and safe it is, and how the $60 billion in unclaimed coins in Nakamoto's pocket show this. You can watch parts of the talk to find out more about what Michael Saylor told Antonella Marti. Kindly like the movie, follow the channel, and turn on post alerts if you'd like to see more videos like this. Someone in 1905 might have thought the same thing about Bitcoin when they heard that someone in their neighborhood was messing around with energy. I believe that after someone's house caught fire, someone was shocked and killed by electricity. Thoughts it seems risky, but I guess they won't let people keep doing that, or I don't know what'll happen. Then I went back to what I was thinking about. That's when I first heard about Bitcoin. It must have been 2011 or 2012. It was brand new. It was one of 100 things. The mobile change interested me a lot. I was interested in iPhones. I was interested in getting a smartwatch. I was interested in everything that Amazon, Microsoft, Google, and Facebook did. There was also the Bitcoin thing going on. All of them were just flashing. But, I didn't put any of my own money into Bitcoin. I put money into Amazon, Apple, Facebook, and Google. It wasn't something I thought I needed for my business either. It wasn't a good advantage for institutions. That's not something I would have thought of. We sold enterprise software to handle information, which was analytics, as part of our business. That was it. For another 8 or 7 years, I didn't really think about it again. I thought about it again during a fight. Which is why I asked, why do people accept new paradigms you need to have a near-death or a death experience? When I tell you that you have a disease and that you're going to die from it, you go back to the internet and start researching it. If you find that there is some kind of experimental therapy, you read up on it and maybe even get on a plane and fly somewhere to do something about it because you're very motivated and have more to gain than to lose. The pandemic started in March 2020. The world was shut down. Things went a little crazy in the world. All of the desks were empty. Some people began working from home. The financial system went crazy. In many parts of the world, interest rates went down. There was $18 trillion in debt that wasn't earning any interest, be paying less than zero, and interest rates in the US were lowered to zero. I thought the cost of cash went away because of this. I think that's like stopping time or, making money that doesn't earn any interest is like making water move uphill. I thought, okay, I'm in a world where water flows uphill and time flows backwards. You know those films where everyone is on the beach right before the tsunami hits? The sun is shining, there's a wave coming, and everyone is having a good time. Then the water starts to go back in, and it goes out for half a mile. The world is about to turn upside down after that. A 50 or 100-foot wall of water is coming at you, and you need to run for your life. If you look at that and think, the world is seriously broken, but I can't carry on as usual, I need to act right away, you're right. That's how I felt in March 2020. I feel like I'm not the only one who felt that way. A lot of people were very worried and upset. Michael Saylor says Bitcoin is a type of digital money that gives people a safe and unchangeable way to save money so they can build their lives on a strong base, like putting up a house on rock instead of shifting sand. Bitcoin keeps people safe from inflation, bank takeovers, and government checks. Businesses with us dollars on hand can't use the work of their workers because the value of the dollar has dropped. Bitcoin's non-defective treasury asset, which has the ability to go up in value, lets businesses make money. Bitcoin is like putting down stone. It has a strong base on which to grow. Because it lets people and businesses keep their money safe and get rich over time. Let us go back to the talk. What should we do about our customers, workers, and other people who work for us? How should we run the business? After that, we found out that we had $500 to $600 million in cash that was not earning us anything. The strategy that the central banks were following caused a lot of inflation. We are going to put a lot of money into the system, a lot of dollars. We were going to have inflation, if not hyperinflation, but no one would notice right away. Around 2018, the peso was worth 20 pesos to the dollar. This was the case in Argentina. I remember it because we used to think about it all the time. By 2020, it had to be 40 or 50 to the dollar. And of course, the blue dollar rate is 1,050 today. As a result, I could see that currencies all over the world would fall apart. I could even see the US dollar falling apart. I think that the SP 500 index is a good indicator of how strong the dollar is. It is currently 50% up, which means that the dollar has lost about 35 to 40% of its value since then, measured by a collection of goods that people want. When I saw that, I thought our cash is like an ice cube melting. It's worth $500 million now, but not in 4 years. And things are tough for our business. We are stuck inside our homes. There is also work going on through Zoom. The business PL is hard to grow. It's also hard to see the workers. On the one hand, big tech companies like Amazon, Google, and Microsoft will rate my human capital or my employees. People used to like going to the office to work with others and not quit and move across the country to find a new job. But by June 2020, it was clear that people would be working from home for a while and you don't have to move across the country. You could get a new job by pointing your web browser or Zoom at a different ITCP/IP IP address. So we thought, this is not good, we might lose all of our employees. Then we looked at all of our cash and saw that, on the one hand, it was earning nothing. Stocks were at an all-time high, and it was clear that money and other assets were going up. It costs about 12% to get cash. If the cost of capital is 12%, and I need to get a 12% return on my capital, I will get no return for the next 4 years. The shareholders are going to rise up. Michael Saylor's idea of a digital gold standard shows how important it is to have a digital currency that is secure and you can trust. It also shows that he thinks Bitcoin is a new kind of gold that can do magic. Even though its price is changing all the time and could go down, things get more important from his point of view. Saylor has been pushing Bitcoin as a better way to save money than gold for a long time. For this reason, Bitcoin is decentralized and has a set number of 21 million coins. New changes in the price of Bitcoin and the number of US dollar sales show that the crypto market is still not sure what will happen. For Saylor, these changes in the market back up his case that Bitcoin can be used as a safety net against instability while buyers deal with the current rough-in conditions. Even more so, Bitcoin as an option to digital gold will be useful if it can keep or grow its value despite these issues. This would back up Saylor's idea that Bitcoin is a strong digital currency. As time goes on and the cryptocurrency market changes, Saylor's ideas and Bitcoin's success will become even more important. Some people believe that his idea of magic gold might not be a good way to keep money safe, even though the market is unstable and trends change all the time. Now, the question is, what do you think is the best way to save money with Bitcoin, and how might that